And we are live. Hi, everyone, and welcome to another Business Reinvented live broadcast here at our Business Insiders page. Our aim over the next 12 months is to elevate 5,000 impact businesses around the world, and these broadcasts are part of that mission. Now, today's show is brought to you by the 3-hour Marketing Makeover Workshop, where for a limited time, you can get your tickets for free under the early bird offer, but that ends tomorrow, folks. So you need to jump on board. You can see the little ticker tape thing running below, just like the nightly news, breaking news.
We're very high tech.
Oh yeah,
high tech over 45s.
That is the website to go to. So after tomorrow, after the early bird ends, tickets are $47. So we've only got a few spots left, Cam. From memory, last night there was about 32 taken. I haven't had a look this morning, but we are going to fill up. We've got a limit of 40 tickets. So if you want to get some help with your marketing, it is a workshop. We'll tell you a little bit more about that. So a warm welcome in Business Reinvented and the Business Insiders page to my good mate Cam Roberts. Hey Cam, how you going?
Hey Steve, thanks for the great intro. That was a great wrap, great plug for the workshop, and thank you very much. So we've got someone there that says it's called a ticker, Steve.
Okay. All right, that's Steve. Oh no, ticker tape's the stuff that comes from the sky. Right. All right, have a look at our ticker. That's how cool we are, right? We've even got a ticker going on. Thank you very much for pulling me up on that. All right, once bitten, twice shy. Look at the ticker, folks. That's where the URL is. All right, Cam, this week we want to share some insights into the 3 costly mistakes to avoid, or the 3 costly marketing mistakes, I guess, to avoid during your marketing launches. And we'll just riff on this for about 5 or 10 or 15 minutes, just to give anyone listening a few insights. And we'll go into these deeper, obviously, during the workshop next Tuesday. But Cam, so the first one, I want to start off with the complexity, not simplicity kind of thing. And the mistake is complexity, right? A lot of people think, and I think marketers are responsible for this, because when we hear the word funnel, we think it's got to be this rabbit hole of 400 different touch points, and they go to here, then they do here, and all that kind of thing. And often simplicity works well, even though you do need multiple touch points, and even though you do need a strategy. But often the simplicity is a much better thing. And I often say to people, look, people who come to us, I say to them, is it as simple as picking up the phone and making 10 phone calls a day? If it is, then go and do that. Let's end the conversation now. Go and do that if that's going to grow your business. So, Cam, that complexity, simplicity kind of thing, what are your insights about that?
Yeah, that's great. And I've got a case study I can share with that. I'm talking to a gentleman at the moment, super guy, lives in Perth, great business model, right? However, he's bought the Russell Brunson book, he's bought the ClickFunnels book, and he's sold on webinars. But the problem is his business, and I'm trying to coach him into it, but his business doesn't lend itself to webinars. I won't say what his business is, because I know he's probably going to be watching this and I don't want to embarrass him, but the particular business model doesn't lend itself to a complex sales funnel where someone opts into a webinar, goes to a confirmation page, goes to an upsell page, then watches the webinar, then goes to an order form, then goes to a confirmation order form, then books themselves in. It doesn't work like that. He's got a particular business model that's kind of like solar. I can say that much. So it's kind of like if you're promoting solar installation on your roof. You're not going to run that through a webinar funnel with 6 or 7 different pages. Like, that's an ad going to a form. Someone that's interested in solar, speak to a salesperson, right? Now, of course, you'll have your follow-up sequences and things like that, but you're dead right, Steve. You don't want to overcomplicate things. If something can be done with traffic to a page or traffic to a form, someone fills out, salesperson calls them up, 3 steps. Why not do it in 3 steps instead of 30? It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, and look, that's no criticism of the likes of Russell Brunson. I mean, he's a great guy, hugely successful at what he does. Right? Really, really
fantastic
good. I mean, I've spoken on the same stage as he has. I mean,
we use them all the time. Yeah,
it's not about that, but it's about the perception that the guru was always right. The guru is always right, except when they're wrong. So look for simplicity, not the complexity. That's probably the number one thing. Always, what is the fastest path to the sale? And you're right, Cam, that's a really good example, right? A webinar is a really good marketing tool, but it's not a really good marketing tool in every situation. And that's probably the key thing, that all marketing is situational. and all
That's right,
launches
yeah.
are situational. And
Yeah.
really, what works at a particular date and a particular time in a particular market in a particular set of circumstances, like COVID, post-COVID, pre-COVID, is not going to work every time. So I just understand that marketing is situational, launches are situational, and aim for that simplicity. It's really important.
Yeah, that's good. Very good. So that's
All
number
right,
one. So let's go into our second one. What would be the second costly mistake, Steve, that people make when they go to launch a new product, new service, or relaunch an existing product or service?
Yeah, this one's fraught, Cam. You know, and it gets kind of personal. You know, it's when you fall in love with your product or service. And
yeah.
one of the red flags that Cam and I we see often, and we almost like roll our eyes at each other when we hear this. Oh, but everyone loves it. You know, just be really careful.
Everyone needs it. Everyone needs this product. Everyone needs it. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, you know, so be really careful of that. There still has to be a hungry market with the capacity to pay, and who want the thing and to a lesser extent need the thing. You know, unless it's an iPhone, you know, not everyone perhaps does need your thing, or everyone doesn't necessarily love your thing. But yeah, that's a real red flag. You and I have to maneuver our way around that when we talk to people about that, and we hear that. It's kind of like we go, oh no, there it is again, you know. And it causes some concerns, because what that means also, Cam, is that the business owner is often emotionally tied to it. Correct. And when they're emotionally tied to it, they're not as open to other things as they might otherwise be.
Yeah, that's true. And often being emotionally tied to it, it means that they haven't done logical research. You know, they haven't asked their audience, they haven't surveyed their database, they've not looked at how many YouTube videos people are making on that particular theme, or what sort of keywords are being searched on Google about that product or service. You know, all of those things are really important steps to take before you decide to even create your first product or create your next product or service. You know, like you said, Steve, you've got to find that hungry crowd. You want to make sure they're there before you show up with your product or service. Yeah.
And I would probably say, as a remedy for that, Cam, fall in love with a great offer, not the product or the service. You know, I mean, the two things that I know for certain that make people buy is, one, that they feel special, and two, that they feel they're getting a good deal. Right?
Yeah, that's good.
If they don't feel special, if it's the same as everyone else, it's just fries. And if they're not getting a good deal, then they just have this, I don't know, the dynamic is different. So fall in love with great offers. Fall in love with great offers that make them feel special and give them a bargain, right? They're the two key things.
Good. Yeah, absolutely. That's good. Everyone loves a bargain.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter who they are, right?
Yeah. Oh, totally. And again, I've used this example, the carpet pest control carpet cleaning telemarketer. You know, we've got the vans in the area. We can come and do a special thing for you. You know, it's normally this price. You can have it today for this price. You know, we'll throw in an extra thing. Now, I mean, I write this shit every day, right? So I knew what the telemarketer was doing to me, right? But I said yes.
It's irresistible offer. It's great. Carpets need cleaning. A couple of special offers in there. Why not?
Yeah. You know,
I made it easy for you to buy.
Yeah, that's right. I fell for it because that's a human emotion and a human button, right? And so fall in love with your offer, make it a really good one, not the product or service. I think that's really, really important. And, you know, that's what I think it's probably why too, when we're talking with clients, that's where we start with the offer, right?
Yeah.
And under those two principles, the umbrella of make them feel special, making sure they feel like it's a bargain, they're getting a really good deal, you know? Because who doesn't feel great when someone says, oh, look, we don't normally do this, but, you know, for you today, we can do it. You go, oh, okay, for me, that's right. Great. Now, that might sound corny, and I understand that, but that worked on me with carpet cleaning, right?
Yeah. So people just love to feel special. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love to feel special.
Yeah. Absolutely. That worked on me, who writes this stuff, right? Yeah. Alrighty, number 3. We go to number 3. Can we got it? Or do you want to wrap up?
Let's go to number 3. Yep.
All right. So number three is getting your avatar right. Now I know I was a little bit hesitant about sharing this one today, Cam, because it's kind of that, everyone knows that, everyone's heard that before.
Yeah.
the problem is you and I see every day this mistake being made, right? And it's getting your avatar right. And again, it goes back to this, was it Kennedy or Halbert, one of them, or even one of the greats earlier before that, the message or the market message media triangle, right? And we see so many mistakes with that, don't we?
Yeah. And like the biggest mistake I see, Steve, is people going to Facebook ads and doing their avatar in Facebook ads. Like, that's just ridiculous, you know? So your avatar should be built well before you even think about traffic, well before you do any SEO, well before you do any Google advertising. Like, you don't want to do it in the platform, you know what I mean? So it's understanding who these people are, but even at a deeper level, you know, and as a copywriter and a sales expert, you do this all the time with people, and I do as well in our work that we do. However, like, sometimes I think people, like you said, they rush over that and they think, oh yeah, my ideal avatar is females aged between 20 and 40 who live in Queensland. Now, that's not an avatar, right? An avatar is Wendy, who's age 48, has 2 kids, drives a Mercedes-Benz, goes to the movies once a month, eats out 3 times a week, and likes going to holidays in Fiji, right?
Yeah.
Now
you're getting deeper, right?
You're digging down a lot deeper.
Yeah. And if you don't know that, right, you don't know the language to use towards that person.
Correct.
Because the language you would use for Wendy, who drives a Mercedes, is very different to the language you would use for Betty, who drives a Hyundai, for instance.
Correct. Or Roger, that drives a Hilux.
Yeah,
right?
100%. Yep.
Who works in the mines.
Yeah.
You know.
And, and
Wendy runs her own online product business.
Yeah, and the types of proof you have to present to them, and all of those things, and what media to meet them at. You know, I mean, success is always having a great offer and presenting it to people, right, and in the right media. And if you don't get that avatar right, it's really hard to do that. Very simple example: you're not going to send direct mail to millennial. There's a good chance that ain't going to work. However, there are some older markets where direct mail is very, very effective.
I was just thinking, do millennials even know what a stamp is?
No, or a mailbox, or what?
A mailbox. I don't think, like, my kids aren't millennials, but I don't even think they know what a mailbox is.
No, let alone a payphone, right?
Yeah. That's a mailbox, Dad.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah. So you've got to get that avatar right, and get the market message media match correct, right? If one of those 3 parts of that triangle, that age-old famous triangle that everyone knows, but a lot of people gloss over, if you get one of those wrong, that still very much is one of the biggest problems that we see. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, Steve, I think we're going to do 3. We've done 3, so that's fantastic. So, folks, if you refer to the ticker this time, you'll see we've got the website there for our workshop.
Then we'll go to the ticker tape parade, Cam, while they watch the ticker.
Well, we'll do a ticker tape parade at the workshop. How's that?
Yeah.
Virtual. It'll be the first virtual ticker tape parade.
Yes. Yeah.
So, so have a look at the ticker. I'll just grab it quickly and put it in the comments in the section. And there's a day to go to get the early bird tickets. And as Steve said, we did have a couple of extra people booking this morning. So I think there's about 7 spots left now, Steve, at time of going live here, 7 spots. And we're looking to fill those 7 spots in the next 24 hours. So, so get in fast, folks. And we look forward to helping you on the workshop.
Yeah, all right. We'll see you on Tuesday at the live workshop.
Cheers. All right. Thanks, Steve. Thanks, everyone.
See you later.